This is now the part 13 of the LEED V4 Reference Guide for Homes Design and Construction online review. Again, all the pictures or images in this video are from Google and USGBC website. If you have comments, suggestions, or complaints regarding the images, pictures, or in this video itself, please email me at nelka_rocco@yahoo.com and I will immediately reply to you and take action on whatever the reason of your email. Thank you. Why I created this online reviewer? To help myself and others to pass the LEED AP exam in one shot. These are the LEED credit categories. On my previous video, we discussed the Sustainable Sites Credit 2, the rainwater management. Now, we will proceed to Sustainable Sites Credit 3, the non-toxic pest control. Non-toxic pest control is the third credit under Sustainable Sites. It is possible for 2 points and 1 exemplary performance. Non-toxic pest control. Intent: to minimize pest problems and risk of exposure to pesticides. It is possible for 2 points. Requirements: each measure is worth 1/2 point, except as noted. Install a steel mesh barrier termite control system for 1 point. Install a physical termite barrier system, example basaltic rock, approved by code, for 1 point. For below-grade walls, use solid concrete foundation walls, masonry walls with a course of solid block bond beam, or concrete field block. Install post-tension slabs. Treat all cellulosic structural material, example wood framing, with a registered pesticide-containing borates following the manufacturer's directions for pre-construction treatment. Use non-cellulosic material for all structural elements. Install ports or openings for all plumbing elements that penetrate the slab to allow access for inspection and treatment of pest infestations. Install a registered termite bait system and provide for ongoing maintenance as required by the manufacturer. Design a minimum 6-inch or 150 mm inspection space between the surface of the planned landscape grade and non-masonry siding. Seal all external cracks, joints, penetrations, edges, and entry points with appropriate caulking. Install rodent and corrosion-proof screens, example copper or stainless steel mesh, on all openings greater than 1/4 inch or 6 mm, except where code prohibits their installation, example dryer vents. Design discharge points for rain gutters, air conditioning condensation lines, steam vent lines, or any other moisture source such that discharge is at least 24 inches or 600 mm from the foundation. Design landscape features to provide a minimum of 18-inch or 450 mm space between the exterior wall and any plantings. In addition, multifamily building projects must develop an integrated pest management policy that includes guidance for residents on pesticide use, housekeeping, and prompt reporting of pest problems. Incorporate the policy in the homeowner education manual. Behind the intent: insect and rodent infestations can cause structural damage and degrade the indoor environmental quality of a home. Damage from termites can be significant and even cause structural problems that are beyond repair. Repairing termite damage is costly and uses resources unnecessarily. Roaches and rodents leave droppings that create health hazards for sensitive occupants and an unpleasant environment for everyone. In extreme cases, pest infestations can make a home uninhabitable. Nevertheless, termites are beneficial insects that break down cellulose and aerate soil. Mass application of termiticides promotes indiscriminate killing of termite colonies and alters the ecosystem of a building site. These chemicals can be toxic to humans and pets, and because they are applied broadly to the soil around buildings, harm wildlife and pollute water sources. Non-toxic pest control measures use a combination of building techniques and benign chemicals. In addition, keeping homes dry is a critical element in pest control because most pests flourish in wet conditions. Construction techniques that resist termites, preventing their entry into a structure, include solid below-grade foundations, post-tension slabs that resist cracking, sealing of gaps in the building envelope, good landscape design, and site water management. Considering different approaches early in the design phase can help the project team make the most appropriate decisions. Step-by-step guidance. Select a combination of the pest control strategies listed below to include in construction specifications. See further explanation for details on each. The use of termite bombs is discouraged, since the termite-resistant construction techniques make them unnecessary, but they are not prohibited. Barrier systems. Step 1. Identify installation contractor. The contractor should be a holder or authorized distributor of a current ICC or IRC evaluation report for the physical termite barrier system to be installed. Step 2. Install system. Install steel mesh, basaltic rock, or other code-approved physical termite barrier system before or after installation of the slab, according to the manufacturer's recommendations. Protect the barrier system from damage before and during installation of the slab. See further explanation, foundation strategies. Solid foundation strategies. Step 1. Design foundation. Use cement block with concrete filled cores or solid cap block, or use a layer of code-approved stainless steel mesh termite barrier over an above-grade layer of black or poor solid concrete. Step 2. Install foundation. Inspect cement block walls as they are installed for proper fill, solid cap block, or mesh barrier. See further explanation, foundation strategies. Post-tension slabs. Step 1. Engineer slab for post-tensioning and install. Step 2. Tighten cables. Tighten cables to the design tension after the slab pour is complete and concrete has reached the required strength. Tap feed utilities are encouraged to minimize or avoid slab penetrations. See further explanation, foundation strategies. Further to step-by-step guidance. Treat cellulosic material. Step 1. Identify vendor and materials. The vendor should supply pre-treated material for all woods-based structural material in the house, including wall, floor, roof framing, and exterior sheeting. Confirm that the chemical used for treatment is board-based and registered with EPA or a local equivalent for project outside the United States for use in wood products. Step 2. Dispose of water appropriately. Dispose of all treated waste material according to EPA and manufacturer's requirements. This may reduce or eliminate opportunities for recycling construction waste. See further explanation, treatment strategies. Inspection ports. Step 1. Design for visual inspection. Identify all locations where plumbing pipes penetrate the slab. Where penetrations are in finished spaces, design and install removable panels that provide a clear view of all penetrations. For additional assurance against termite infestations, it is recommended but not required that all walls that meet concrete floors have removable baseboards to allow for visual inspection of the wood to concrete intersections. See further explanation, general construction strategies. Step 2. Educate homeowners. Include location and instructions for opening all access panels in the operations and maintenance manual. Termite bait system. Step 1. Identify contractor to install registered termite bait system. Step 2. At completion of project, install bait stations. Step 3. Educate homeowner. Provide contact information for the installer, instructions for homeowner, and the warranty and operations and maintenance manual. See further explanation, foundation strategies. Exterior inspection space. Step 1. Plan grade. Plan grade such that there is a space of at least 6 inches or 150 mm between the final finished grade and all non-masonry exterior siding material. See further explanation, landscape strategies. Step 2. Confirm grading. At completion, check all siding locations to confirm that the minimum required inspection space exists. Seal entry points. Step 1. Identify access points for pests. Note all openings, cracks, edges between different materials and other potential points of entry. See further explanation, general construction strategies. Step 2. Install sealant at all gaps less than 1/4 inch or 6 mm. Step 3. Install corrosion-proof rodent screens at openings larger than 1/4 inch or 6 mm. Water discharge. Step 1. Identify discharge points. Identify any water discharge points that are normally directed outside the building to grade. Examples include HVAC condensate discharge drains, clothes washers, and HVAC drain pan overflows, water heater pressure relief valves, and downspouts. Step 2. Redirect water. Either direct all water discharges to sealed underground drains or extend the discharges at least 24 inches or 600 mm from the building foundation sloped away to drain. See further explanation moisture management strategies. Step 3. Confirm that discharges water does not pool around foundation. We will now proceed to further explanation. General construction strategies. Building the entire structure from any combination of concrete, masonry, and metal. All non-cellulosic materials meets the criteria for this credit. These techniques are commonly seen in multifamily buildings. Most of these materials require additional insulation to match the thermal performance of traditional construction. Walls constructed of insulated concrete forms, ICFS, and autoclaved aerated concrete or ACC provide structure, insulation, and pest resistance. Openings in walls, cabinets, and other areas allow plumbing penetrations through slabs to be inspected for evidence of termite entry. This can be access panels in a slab-on-grade house or an unfinished basement. Insects and rodents enter through any openings they can find. Blocking access points by sealing all the gaps in siding, foundations, and around pipes and wires helps keep small pests out. Openings that must remain, such as pipes and vents, should be covered with durable screens to keep rodents out of the mechanical equipment. Foundation strategies. Fine mesh steel barriers can be installed around all pipes that run through the slab and around the entire perimeter of the house. See Figure 1. Mesh systems are available with warranties that cover repair if the system fails. Figure 1. Termite protection details. Illustration by Terrell Broyles. Basaltic rock and sand termite barriers consist of a minimum 4 inches or 100 millimeters of well-compacted, specifically graded pure material. Termites cannot crawl or chew through the granules or push through its mass. This heavy layer is carefully placed beneath the entire foundation or slab. It must not be mixed with the soil, contain any impurities, or have any form, stakes, pipes, or other penetrations. It must have a consistent granularity and depth and meet minimum thickness requirements on all slopes, including at turn-down slabs and step footings. Construction of a below-grade foundation of solid concrete, masonry walls with a solid cap on top or concrete-filled block reduces the available paths for termites into the house. For effective termite resistance, filled block walls must have an approved physical barrier, such as a stainless steel mesh, since shrinkage gaps between block cells and concrete provide access points. Post-tension slabs are more resistant to cracking than standard slab-on-grade construction, providing better protection against termites than standard construction methods. Treatment strategies. Wood framing and sheeting are available with a borate treatment that resists pests. Under this credit, all wood framing and sheeting must be treated. The chemical used must be registered with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency or EPA for use in wood products. These treatments may also provide protection against mold and rot, but may make scrap materials unsuitable for recycling, limiting the opportunity to reduce construction waste. The project team should consider the trade-offs based on the risk of pest infestations and the amount of waste produced over the lifetime of the home. Termite bait systems consist of canisters installed in the ground around the house. The installer inspects the tubes regularly, and when a colony has discovered the bait, it is replaced with an EPA-registered pesticide that the insects take back to their colony. The pesticide disrupts reproduction. In this system, the poison is applied only to the bait canisters and the insects themselves. It does not contaminate the whole area. The bait system must be maintained with regular inspections for the life of the structure. As they forage, termites may bypass the bait and feed on the structure instead. Bait systems are not generally approved by the building codes as a stand-alone treatment against termites. Moisture management strategies. Direct all pipes that discharge water or stream to a point at least 24 inches or 600 mm away from the foundation to reduce the possibility that water will collect around the foundation. Wet ground attracts many insects, and keeping it dry makes it less appealing to them. Saturated ground can lead to moisture intrusion into the foundation, causing structural deterioration and degrading indoor air quality. Irrigation systems must be located to avoid spraying any water on building walls and prevent water from pooling around the foundation. Landscape strategies. Foundation plantings must be installed such that drip line will be no closer than 18 inches or 450 mm to the house when the plants reach maturity at 5 years. This strategy leaves inspection space and helps keep any irrigation water away from the foundation. Dirt and mulch are often piled up against siding, creating a way for termites to enter the house undetected. Keeping mulch at least 6 inches or 150 mm below the level of any wood or any other non-masonry siding offers the opportunity to inspect termite trails from the ground. International tips. Projects outside the U.S. may use a USGBC approved equivalent to the U.S. EPA list of registered chemicals that protect wood products from termites and other pests. They may also use a USGBC approved equivalent to EPA registered pesticides. Related credit tips. EA prerequisite minimum energy performance. Several verification requirements for Energy Star in this prerequisite can contribute to meeting the requirements of non-toxic pest control. The Energy Star Water Management Checklist requires that all homes except those built with slab-on-grade foundations must have downspouts that empty at least 5 feet from the foundation. The Energy Star Thermal Enclosure System Rater checklist requires that all cracks in the building envelope be sealed, including openings for pipes, wires, and ducts. The Indoor Air Plus certification, which can be used to meet the Energy Star requirement, requires that the foundation be solid. Screens must be installed on openings that cannot be caulked. Changes from LEED for Homes 2008. The following items have been removed. Keep all wood at least 12 inches or 300 mm above soil. Include no wood to concrete connections or separate any exterior wood to concrete connection with metal or plastic fasteners or dividers. This measure is mostly covered in the Energy Star version 3 Water Management Checklist. Differentiation of termite zones. The following items have been modified. Landscape distance from the house has been changed from 24 inches or 600 mm to 18 inches or 450 mm. For the treated cellulosic material option, all wood must now be treated, not just the first 3 feet or 900 mm above the foundation. And the board products must be a registered pesticide. Installation of a sand or diatomaceous earth barrier has been changed to installation of a physical termite barrier system approved by code. Example, basaltic rock. Use of non-cellulosic material for the wall structure has been changed to include all structural elements. The following items have been added. Install post-tension slab. Install inspection ports or openings for all plumbing elements that penetrate the slab, which allow access for treatment of pest infestations. Design discharge points for rain gutters, air conditioning condensation lines, stream vent lines, or any other moisture source so that the discharge is at least 24 inches or 600 mm from the foundation. Design a minimum of 6 inches or 150 mm inspection space between surface of planned landscape grade and non-masonry siding. Contract language recommendations. Pest control. Install steel mesh barrier thermal control system according to manufacturer's instructions at all foundation and slab-on-grade construction. Include a minimum a 1-year replacement or repair warranty. Foundation contractor. Construct foundation walls of solid poured-in-place concrete, unit masonry with solid bond beam across entire top, or a stainless steel mesh termite barrier across a course of above-grade block. Framing contractor. Pre-treat all structural wood and engineered wood framing materials and wood-based sheeting with an EPA-registered board product designed to protect the wood from termite infestations. Exterior finish and paint contractor. Completely fill all penetrations in the exterior of the house with caulk, solid materials, or a combination of the two to provide a complete barrier to crawling insects and rodents. HVAC and plumbing contractor. Provide permanent, non-corrosive screens with maximum openings of 1/4 inch or 6 mm for all pipes and ducts with exemptions of dryer vents. Extend condensate lines or other drains to the exterior such that they terminate at least 24 inches or 600 mm from the edge of the foundation. Gutter and downspout installer. Extend all gutter downspouts such that they terminate at least 24 inches or 600 mm from the edge of the foundation. Landscape contractor. Install landscaping including mulch no higher than 6 inches or 150 mm below the lowest edge of any wood-based siding materials. Select and install foundation plantings such that when mature, the drip line will be no closer than 18 inches or 450 mm to the exterior face of the building. Technical resources. Integrated Pest Management Biointegral Resource Center. Their website is birc.org. Toolbase.org. Their website is toolbase.org. EPA Indoor Air Plus. Their website is epa.gov/IA+01. Reference standards. None. Exemplary performance. Projects that achieve 2 points can earn another 1/2 point for each additional strategy, up to a total of 1 point. Verification and submittals. Supporting verification materials made available by the project team. Provide list of products used to meet credit requirements. Multifamily. Develop and provide integrated pest management policy and include in operations and maintenance manual. For verification team. Conduct on-site verification that credit requirements are met. Glossary or definition of terms. Structure. Elements carrying either vertical or horizontal loads, example, walls, roofs, and floors, that are considered structurally sound and non-hazardous. Wood. Plant-based materials that are eligible for certification under the Forest Stewardship Council. Examples include bamboo and palm, monocots as well as hardwoods, angiosperms and softwoods, gymnosperms. Integrated pest management, a method of pest management that protects human health and the surrounding environment and improves economic returns through the most effective, least risk option. Enclosure, the exterior plus semi-exterior portions of the building. Exterior consists of the elements of a building that separate conditioned space from the outside. Example, the wall assembly. Semi-exterior consists of the elements of a building that separate conditioned space from unconditioned space or that encloses semi-heated space through which thermal energy may be transferred to or from the exterior or conditioned or unconditioned spaces. Example, attic, crawl space, or basement. This is the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Watch for the next video, LEED V for Homes Water Efficiency. See you again next time.